So, Johnny, I think we are ready for our next section, which is the Thursday night football prediction. And of course, we have the Dallas Cowboys, favorite team of the pork, and the New York Giants that everyone knows sucks, but unfortunately, Johnny seems to like them.
Well, the same could be said
So,
for the Dallas Cowboys who are living in their past.
yeah, hey man,
Yeah.
I don't play homers with the Cowboys. I predict them for the playoffs because hey, I am going to pull for them to win every year, and so I got to put them there. But I put them at the last position of the playoffs. I don't feel good about this team. I didn't feel good about them in the preseason, and they have shown some weakness in the front, defensive front. Oh, they've just been thrashed in the run defense. So, Dr. Pez, I will let you have the honor of choosing first in this game.
Ooh. Well, do you know what we'll do? Just before I say who I think, we'll put a side note because in one of our shows in a couple of weeks, I want to talk to you, Pork, about you just said about your defensive line then. And do you know, obviously, Dirty came over to the Seahawks.
Right.
He was your D-line coach. Is that something that is corresponding to why you're struggling and why our D-line looks really good? But
Oh, yeah, certainly. If you remember back 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, okay, the worst unit on the Dallas team was the defense. And then Dan Quinn came in, turned around the defense, and made it one of their strengths. Dan Quinn is gone. The defensive line coach is gone. And we're starting to see that perhaps the scheme that Dan Quinn was running, he played to the strengths of our players. And maybe Zimmer, he got fired from Minnesota for a reason. Right? So I don't know.
we'll have to.
He's.
We'll put a pin in it, and after, maybe halfway through the year, we'll have a little chat about it and see.
We'll have take another look. See how Dan Quinn is doing in Washington. Maybe his defense is tearing it up. All right, Pez, who do you got?
Just going to do a quick brag.
Oh, wait, Pez. I will go ahead and go first, then Johnny, and then you can tell us which one is right.
Right,
So
go on then.
Johnny, I will go with my favorite team because the last thing that I will ever do is go against. That's why I don't bet against my favorite team. I don't want to feel good about my team losing. So, of course, I am going with the Dallas Cowboys 100% on the road. The defense is going to shut you down, make Jones look like he was back at Duke in his freshman year. Who do you got, Johnny?
Well, I've got the Cowboys. So
you have the Cowboys. Yeah. What? Why do you have to jinx us like this, Johnny?
Well, you got to pick who you think is going to win, and the Giants still suck, even though they beat the Browns. So why would the hell would they pick the Browns?
Yeah, Giants. Your defense was on it. You should be hyped about that performance you put in.
Yeah, but you're playing against bloody Deshaun Watson. So yeah,
Dak Prescott isn't that far off, is it?
And I think there wasn't really much left of the offensive line by the time the game finished. You could probably have after that one. They lost about 4 defensive line players during the game. So it was a bit of a mess. But yeah, it was a good win, but you got to go. If they lose and the Giants win, then I'll be happy, but we've got to go from the point. So,
I think you're both right.
Gone for the Giants.
I think the Cowboys are going to win.
Oh no. When we all choose the same team, we're always wrong.
Batch isn't happy. Batch isn't happy.
I better pick the Giants.
Batch went the Giants as well.
Yeah. I know.
And it's at New York.
That doesn't make any difference.
I think,
The
a little bit.
the Blue Boys are about in the
Thursday
second quarter.
night
So
game in New York, the road team generally is a huge disadvantage.
It's Jet Lag Stadium now, isn't it? Giants don't belong in New York.
well, they're not in New York; they're in things. So there you go.
They're in New Jersey, right, or
Yeah.
something like that.
It's not actually in New York,
But,
so you can take that one back, Pence.
Well, you should be called the New Jersey Giants,
I
shouldn't
do
you?
think,
They should be, yeah, but they're not.
yeah, I do think the Cowboys have a better overall roster than the Giants. That it seems like the Cowboys are, since the dominant win against the hapless Browns and Deshaun Watson. Love you, Patch.